Welcome all. Good evening. Welcome to Odisha Civils. I am your Ashutosh Sir. Am I audible to everyone? Let me know. Am I audible to everyone? Let me know. Hello. Yes. So today we'll go for a new topic, that is your how rocks are formed. Am I audible to everyone? Let me know. Okay. So Bartwan, this topic is very much your fundamentals in geography. Khas karke jodi hame dekho, if we'll go for in civil service examination like your UPSC and our OPSC also, and also OSSC. So why I said this is more your important and significant, because because geomorphology जोटा कि हमें देखिबा जदी geomorphology is very important. एथर का जदी हमें OCS prelims रे देखिबा majority physical geography questions आछे. Basically जदी हमें देखिबा कि questions are asked from the physical geography, right? ये जो part रे आछे, this is for your physical geography रो आछे, right? Physical geography question आछे, and this is very fundamental. This is also helps you in your if we see in your also India part of geography, but help hobo, right? So let us proceed. Prathame how rocks are formed, right? How rocks are formed. देखिबा ता पूर्वरु this is a very interesting chapter, and we are only जेंति last class रे हमें we have already studied last class रे earthquake ऊपर पढिथिले, आज भी सेमति हमें पढिबा, right? So वर्तमान देखिबा कि genesis of the rock, केमति गोटे rock रो उत्पत्ति हुए, how the rocks formed. एठी तमे देखि परछो कि rocks how it is a rocks one towering rock is there, right? So वर्तमान देखिबा genesis माने कोन, आर माने हैला उत्पत्ति, origin, right? Origin ठीक अछि. So हमर origin जदि हम देखिबा कि normally rock रो origin पूर्वरु हम एति कहबी कि what do you mean by the rock? First thing, rock means it's an aggregations of minerals, right? You have to just point पर जो भी जेतल क्लास में निजो पाखरे तमे पाखरे गोटे एटलास धरथिबो, ठीक हैला, आउ प्लस नोट कॉपी रखो. दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, ठीक अछि. फंडामेंटल्स गुडा ओनली क्लियर हो. डिटेल्स रे जोटा कि मोर क्लास रे नोची ओडिशा सिविल्स रे ऑलरेडी वी हैव स्टार्टेड द ऑफलाइन बैचेस एंड आल्सो ऑनलाइन जीएस रो एज वेल एज योर ऑप्शनल, राइट? तो वर्तमान था ऊपर बट फंडामेंटल्स हमें जानिबा बहुत जरूरी बिकॉज़ इट इज एसेंशियल इन द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू आल्सो, एंड जदि हम अंडरस्टैंडिंग नबा केमति. फॉर एग्जांपल रॉक्स केमति, रॉक मींस इट इज द एग्रीगेशंस ऑफ मिनरल्स, राइट? Aggregation of minerals is called as rocks. Normally rocks जदि हमें segregate करिबा, rocks are generally segregated into three major types, right? कौन कौन rocks जदि हम देखिबा, rocks और types देखिबा, ठीक अछि. rocks कौन, rocks और types कौन, generally basically three types of rocks, basically three types of rocks. कौन कौन था three types रे? One is your जदि देखिबा थ्री टाइप्स रे, जदि देखिबा तीन टाइप रो. वन इज योर फर्स्ट नंबर वन जदि नेबा, दैट इज योर igneous rock, right? igneous rock. Then second sedimentary rock, right? sedimentary rocks. Then your third ray, that is your metamorphic rock, right? It is your metamorphic rocks. These are the three variety of rocks normally found. Three variety of rocks. Let us know in detail three variety of rocks कौन, igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, right? प्रथमे देखिबा बहुत सारा डायग्राम्स भी अछि. Just look at this map. Just look at this map, you will get it, understand केमति रहबो. जदि हमें igneous rocks हमें नौचंदी, right? This is an variety of igneous rock. Let us start one by one, right? Let us start one by one. First we'll go for the coverage of the igneous rocks. Igneous माने कौन, प्रथमे जानबा. igneous is basically it's a Greek word, right? igneous mean ignite, माने कुछ fire. So एठी तमे कौन देखुछो, नंबर 1 रे igneous rocks रे very fundamental, only diagram रो हमें केमते easy रहबो. It would be very, this session would be very easier if you understand the diagram. Actually geography जो हमें देखुछन प्रथम geomorphology जो part, that is actually basically an geology part. सो जियोलॉजी पार्ट रे जेमति साइंस रे डायग्राम थाए एटा भी सेही भळे सो जदी एति बुझी तो इट इज वेरी इजी राइट सो लेट अस गो सो रॉक्स जदी हम देखिबा कि एटी प्रथम देखछोंदी इग्नियस रॉक्स एटी कोन देखछो वन लाइक योर वोल्केनो एटी देखछो तमे लावा इज कमिंग आउट राइट लावा इज कमिंग आउट and here we you see here this is your this is nothing but your magma hela magma ठीक अछि magma हला कोन this is your molten okay molten your rock basically molten rock or molten metal molten rock or molten metal right molten rock or molten metal भी आपको कहा जाए molten rock or molten metal जेतले magma टा बाहर को पळे आसे when it comes outside okay it is known as your lava normally when it comes outside it is normally known as your lava so let's see एटी तमे देखुचो आपरे पुणी म आछे this is a lava flow just look at the here this is lava flow that lava is coming outside lava coming outside lava is coming outside here just see lava is coming outside this is your completely lava flow right आपरे बहुत बढ़िया बढ़िया एग्जांपल हम डिस्कस करबा कि लावा फ्लो को जगह रे केमते रहउची राइट लावा फ्लो तो तुम देखलो लावा इज कमिंग आउट हियर राइट लावा इज कमिंग फ्लो जतले तमरो आसे आसुचु कोठी हला जदी तमे देखियो दिस इज योर नथिंग बट योर magma chamber this is your magma chamber right magma chamber is there this is your magma chamber it the diagram it is very clear this is your magma chamber and lava is coming out लाभा आसला परे पुनी कोन हुए इग्नियस रॉक्स हम जानु छथि लाभा आसला परे निश्चित रूप एक्युमुलेट होतो बाहर इजंट इट बाहर एक्युमुलेट होतो लाभा राइट तो एठी तमे ए डायग्राम में देखो एठी कोन देखुछो दिस इज एन योर दिस वोल्केनिक इरप्शंस एंड दिस लाभा इज कमिंग आउट टू द सरफेस इनसाइड इट इज कॉल्ड योर अर्थ भीतर जदी हम देखो इनसाइड द अर्थ सरफेस इट इज नोन एज योर magma and when it come to the outside it is known as your lava very basics your fundamentals you have to know this one very basic fundamentals right next just look at here this is an igneous rock basically this is an igneous rock set तुम देखुछो igneous rocks रे कोन हमें already पढी सारलेनी हला प्रथम रे मु कहली कि this हमें देखिले कि three types of rocks that is your igneous rocks this variety right this is your igneous rocks so एटी कोन देखुछो lava कोन एक्चुअली हुए when lava comes out to the surface एटी कोन हुए एटी deposition of lava this is called your deposition of lava मन रखो ठीक अछि deposition of lava तो कोन हुए एटी जो हुए बाहर जो deposition हुए this is your that forms your extrusive igneous rocks extrusive माने कोन जोडा बाहर आसी कि जमा हुए extrusive igneous rocks तापर हम एटी डायग्राम रे also you can see here there are some few lava or magma that doesn't escape outside right it doesn't escape outside rather it is underlaying the beneath okay it underlaying the beneath this is beneath the rock or beneath the earth surface right beneath the earth surface right beneath the earth surface now ei jo jaga ta kon hela tumko outhre mu ithre repeat kochi this is nothing but your magma chamber right this is nothing but your magma chamber this is nothing but your magma chamber just remember this one this is nothing but your magma chamber so it hame kon janle when rocks comes out to the surface with atmospheric contact racing it extrusive rocks igneous forms करछि और तळे एटा intrusive rocks जोडा inside रे रहउछि this is beneath the surface एटु लिखली beneath the earth surface when magma cools down and it forms your intrusive rocks inside outside asle it is your extrusive rocks so extrusive rocks forms outside okay forms outside ठीक अछि it forms the outside this intrusive rocks forms inside right this is your forms inside this is the very basics fundamental तुमको देखुछो एथरा प्रीलिम्स क्वेश्चन हमें देखि छथि केमति very basics fundamental questions हमने पचारछन right okay so पुणी हमें देखिबा जदी नेक्स्ट जदि देखिबा ए रॉक्स रो कोन कोन एग्जांपल हे परियो व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ सच टाइप ऑफ रॉक्स राइट जस्ट लुक एट हियर अच्छा एग्जांपल पूर्व गोटे बहुत बढ़िया एग्जांपल देबी ए इग्नियस रॉक्स ऊपर just there is a country that is called your Iceland. Iceland is a country, right? For take an example, Iceland is a country, right? Iceland is a country. Okay, Iceland koti who can say where is Iceland? Iceland is a country that is in the northern hemisphere. Okay, Iceland पर पूर्णिमा आसुचे हला काइंडा रीजनल ज्योग्राफी भी इथर तमे देखो रीजनल ज्योग्राफी इज आल्सो very important because it has got very much weightage. If you see the prelims questions this year, you will find majority of questions are in the world geography and that to be your regional geography. My goodness, slowly they are increasing. In fact, I do not know, always I used to say this and there is a hunch feeling that I always anticipate that regional geography may comes and that's true. बर्तमान जदि एथर का तमे OCS questions देखियो यूरोप एशिया and Europe, Asia and North America रो मिसे की चारटा स्टेटमेंट रो गोटी क्वेश्चंस. So this is becoming very essential, very important. So let us be very realistic in telling the questions and what we have to study, right? Also, it is also important in the UPSC also. UPSC रे भी same जिनसे because now तुम syllabus कम, but in depth के बेसी UPSC रे अधिका मागंती OPSC रो. But बर्तमान prelims से तांकर जेहेतु elimination round करिवे से माने बेसी नहीं होछ. अच्छा एठी तमे देखुछो Iceland को Iceland रे this is an igneous rocks. This is an Iceland रे this is an igneous mountain. Okay, igneous mountain around. Iceland गोटे छोटिया country. It's a very tiny country in your northern hemisphere. पर majority से country रो base है ना तमरा लाभारे. Just look at here. This is your Iceland, right? This is your Iceland. पाखापाखि Arctic circle पाखरे. Okay, जदि तमे देखियो Iceland is your near to the Arctic circle. This is your Iceland, right? Iceland. तो तुम देखुछो Arctic circle 66.5 degree पाखापाखि 66.5 degree Arctic circle पाखरे तमर रहउची Iceland, right? Arctic circle पाखरे रहउची Iceland and Iceland जदि तुम देखियो the capital is your Reykjavik. Capital कोन ला Reykjavik. Iceland र capital, your capital is okay Reykjavik हला Reykjavik. ठीक अछि. It is in the northern hemisphere. This is complete Iceland रो ऊपर जदि कहबे रीजनल ऊपर आ संगे में क्लब करी पढिया जदि कोन जानिबा Iceland is a country in northern hemisphere and its total economy is tourism driven. जदि तार एनर्जी देखिबा कोन Iceland रो एनर्जी हला it is mainly by your geothermal energy. Iceland is mainly जदि देखिबा is your energy is mainly driven by just additional knowledge, mainly driven by geothermal energy. Geothermal energy माने कौन माने geysers. ठीक है जेमती हमर एटी कौन हमर एटी thermal energy माने coal सेटी सेमती your geothermal energy माने basically geysers. Okay, geysers and hot spring. Geysers और hot springs, they harness energy from geysers and hot springs. मन रखो ठीक है. These are the two important very essential to remember. मु एटा काहे केमते कहउची जेतो हम UPSC लेवल रो OPSC लेवल रो सेही जिंसर बर्तन क्वेश्चंस आइसलैंड प्रीलिम्स रो हाई स्टैंडर्ड्स और यू नीड टू बी नो काहे कि क्वेश्चंस जो स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड दोउचंती से माने पंच करूचंती रीजनल संगरे जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी फिजिकल एसु जिंस ठीक अछि. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई गिवन जेतल में जहां भी पढुचो रीजनल ज्योग्राफी रीजनल बट एटलस पाखरे धरितो. दिस आई आल्सो टुक दिस एटलस द सेम थिंग विथ मी. ऑलवेज आई कैरी द एटलस विथ मी इवन इफ क्लास रे भी से जिंसटा मु फॉलो करे हमर एठी भी जो भी ऑफलाइन क्लास चलची ऑप्शनल और जीएस रो सेठी. And this is your just look at here. This is the Iceland. This is here. Now let's move. जदि हमें देखिबा एटा हमें जानले आइसलैंड ऊपर igneous rocks ऊपर किछे जानि देबा the examples of your igneous rocks कौन let's see this one. Examples first your basalt हला basalt को कहा जाय. This is an igneous rock basalt. Then pumice रा बाहर हला then obsidian then rhyolite scoria dacite granite gabbro hela granite gabbro is very famous. This is your granite and gabbro, this is very famous, right? Then Dabas diorite peridotite hela these are the few examples of your igneous rocks hela ji kemti janibo column matching kala bale eguda सब देइथिबो कि whether it is an igneous rock or metamorphic rock or the sedimentary rock. So eta janijo details रे class रे approach जिंस करा हबो. Next हमें जिबा hela this is all about the igneous rocks. Now come to the sedimentary rocks. Just look at here. Now come to the find the sedimentary rocks. This is right. Now come to the sedimentary rocks. I hope it is clear now. Now we'll go for the sedimentary rocks. So igneous rocks we have covered. Now sediments to कौन जानो छो? Sediments माने obviously like something कादू जिंती type है, something like in sediments. Let's see sedimentary rock केमती हो, how it forms, right? Sedimentary rocks. Now this one कौन हुए? Normally जदि मु तुमको कहिबी काहे कि मु igneous rock तो केते समय नेली, igneous rocks रो जदि हमें देखिबा basically this is the lava माने ये जो magma ये हैला major हैला parent सबु rock जो formation हुए यही lava रो ही formation हुए मन रखो. तापर कौन हबो? Sedimentary rocks कौन हबो? When it is subjected to weathering and erosion it forms to the sedimentary rocks. Just look at here. Just look at the diagram here. Just look at the diagram here. Sedimentary rocks रो तमे कौन देखछो? There are some boulders they are coming out. Okay, through एटी लिखा है weathering and erosion, right? Through weathering and erosion these rocks, weathering erosion कौन हुए? बड़ा rock boulders they just disintegrated into small pieces. Weathering और erosion बड़ा boulders एटी में कौन लिखबी? Okay, through this process, by such process the use boulder rocks disintegrate into smaller one, into smaller rock debris. Disintegrate माने कौन? खंड विखंड भांगी की छोट छोट हे जिवा हला. Disintegrate ताको कहै जाय it is your disintegrate, right? This is called your disintegrate. Just it लिखि दोची disintegrate, right? This is disintegrate माने भांगी की छोट छोट पीस रे. So it कौन हो? Through the help of wind और water ए माने कौन हेबे? These rock boulders they deposited in the ocean or river bed. एटी जमा है कि कौन हेबे? तापरे कौन हेबे? जमा हला पर they making a layer. This layer is called nothing but your stratification. Stratification or layers formed in sedimentary rocks. हला तो sedimentary rocks रे एटा हुए. के आपे एजेंट है कि wind and water. हला glaciers भी important but majorly it has been observed that wind and your water they play a very important role or major role in your depositing these sediments into the ocean basins, right? So sedimentary rocks हला सेठी देखिस तमे layers by layers एटा जमा हला layers by layers it is compacted. So there is a process called also lithification हला. Lithification process भी sedimentary rocks रे से lithification process रे कौन हुए? Okay, sediments get compacted ठीक अछि. Sediments get compacted into lithification process रे हुए, right? Next बुझिएला sedimentary माने normally तमे जो देखुछ जतले पोक्लिन कोनोसी जगह रे जतले नेशनल हाईवे रे काम होवे रोड ब्रिजेस you will find there is a layer. So मन रखो only layers माने stratification एटा very important परीक्षा रे क्वेश्चन रे बचन only found in the sedimentary rocks. It cannot be found in igneous and metamorphic rock. Only sedimentary rocks रे एटा found हुए. तो sedimentary rock बेसिन कोन देखछो एटी it is an vegetative remains organic matter सेथे deposit होइते. ठीक अछि. sedimentary rocks रे हम जदि देखिबा there is an organic depositions, right? Organic remains okay majorly organic remains एटी नोट रे मु लिखुची organic remains majorly, right? Majorly found in sedimentary rocks. In sedimentary rocks रे organic remains majorly found. कौन कौन भी organic remains? Organic remains जब that may be your use vegetative remains of animals, plants, animals or plant, vegetable, etc. आउ कौन हो पारिबो ह्यूज फॉरेस्ट जोटा कि हो पारिबो पुराना एरा तो एमाने कौन हेबे ये ऑर्गेनिक रिमेन्स सो कौन हो बाय कंपैक्शन थ्रू हीट एंड प्रेशर कौन हुए इट फॉर्म्स कौन कहे कोल फॉर्मेशन हुए कोल क्रूड ऑयल माने पेट्रोलियम क्रूड ऑयल और पेट्रोलियम ठीक है पेट्रोलियम एंड natural gas they form because of this sedimentary rocks. These are the sedimentary one rako is jodi ame koi pariba these are the sedimentary origin. Okay, make a note, these are called your sedimentary origin, right? Now take the example coal रे rock जदि तमे देखिबो केमति हमर देखिबा तालचेर ओडिसा रे अछि धानबाद झरिया रानीगंज ओके एंड दामोदर वैली सब जगह ब्रह्मपुत्र रे सब जगह तमे एठी कोल पाइबो कोल क्रूड ऑयल नेचुरल गैस रेस्पेक्टिवली हैला डिटेल रे क्लास रे हैला से जिंस एक्सप्लेन हबो वर्तमान जदि हम देखिबा राइट बुझी हैला व्हाट इज द फॉर्मेशंस ऑफ सेडिमेंटरी रॉक्स ऑलरेडी आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड दिस वन राइट सो नेक्स्ट देखिबा कि एठी हम देखले कि ओरिजिन के सेडिमेंटरी ओरिजिन एठी हम देखले सेडिमेंटरी ओरिजिन एंड दीस आर having commercial having huge commercial value right having huge economic value economic importance for a nation economic importance for a country or a nation right जेमते हम इंडिया को जो तमे रशिया रे देखो रशिया रे ह्यूज नेचुरल गैस ओके यूएस रे देखिबो हला सेठी भी नेचुरल गैस कोल एप्लासियंस माउंटेन्स पाखरे भी राइट यूएस रे सो सेडिमेंटरी रॉक्स रे एग्जांपल कोन हमें नहीं परबो सेडिमेंटरी रॉक्स रे एग्जांपल जदि देखिबा इट इज योर लाइमस्टोन रो एग्जांपल कोन कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट CaCO3 कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट बोल द वेरी बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन लाइमस्टोन एंड डोलोमाइट इज एटा कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट सेठी कोन होबो मैग्नीशियम रो मिक्सचर थिबो कैल्शियम संगे हैला मन रखो बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन लाइमस्टोन एंड डोलोमाइट दिस इज सेल ता दूर जोटा हुए सेल राइट दिस इज योर रॉक सॉल्ट कोल एंड कॉन्ग्लोमरेट आउ एटा हला तमरो गोटे एटी जदि देखिबो एटा लेखाटा देखा होनी तो एटा दिस इज योर सैंडस्टोन एटी जो लेखाटा अछि दिस इज योर सैंडस्टोन राइट सैंडस्टोन सो ए माने दिस आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ your sedimentary rocks right these are the example of your sedimentary rocks right this one अच्छा एठी भी जो तमे देखुतलो हला ए जो डिओराइट आ एटा जो अछि तमरो एटा हला योर पेगमाटाइट ए जो लेखाटा मोटी लिखि दोची ए जो जिस हला दिस इज योर पेगमाटाइट हला एटा देखा होनुतला ऐप तळे रहि जाई छी हला igneous रे दिस इज योर पेगमाटाइट आ बाकी तो एटी देछि पेरिडोटाइट एटा हला डिओराइट दिस इज योर डिओराइट लेकिन वो छोटो छोटो एग्जांपल्स इट विल हेल्प यू इन योर एग्जाम्स मन रखो राइट सो वर्तमान हमें जानिले कि योर सेडिमेंटरी रॉक्स नाउ कम टू द लास्ट वन कौन हमें देखिबा लास्ट वन इज योर मेटामॉर्फिक रॉक मन रखो तो हमें सारले कौन वी हैव कंप्लीटेड igneous sedimentary now it is a metamorphic rock मन रखो it is these igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks can convert into the metamorphic rock okay just dekho it just look at this is the rock cycle just understand this rock cycle जदि हम देखिए volcanic eruption से igneous rocks formation हला then through the process of weathering and erosion that is लिखि दउ छला through the process of weathering and erosion it converts into the sedimentary rocks then sedimentary rocks hela sedimentary rock eti rahila then this igneous both igneous and sedimentary rocks मन रखो igneous and sedimentary rocks both through intense heat or माने temperature and pressure it converts okay through intense heat माने temperature and pressure it converts into the metamorphic rock मन रखो ता माने both igneous and sedimentary rocks they with the through intense heat and pressure temperature and pressure they convert into the metamorphic rock so what do you understand ता माने एटी मु लिखि परिबी both the igneous igneous and sedimentary rocks comma convert to metamorphic okay, metamorphic rocks through intense pressure and temperature. This is a very basic jata mein bujhilo. This is your metamorphic. This is your right. This is your note rate. This is the very basic thing you have to remember. Okay, is it clear now? Is it clear? Next, एटी देखिवा metamorphic form रो examples कौन? These are the some few examples of your metamorphic rock. Just देखो जम देखो talc माने जो powder करछन. Your cholrite, epidite, granite, okay, austenolite, serpenite, corundum, okay, corundum. तापर एटी your staurolite. एटी में लिखिए this is your staurolite. Okay, staurolite. आउ किसी easy example देबी कौन metamorphic rocks रो जेमती मु कहबी sandstone हला एटी में लिखि दोची जेमती for example your metamorphic form रो sandstone ठीक अछि parent rock एटी में लिखुची parent rock right आउ metamorphic form just a minute कौन नबा आउ गुटे example जदी मु नेबी एटी parent rock आउ metamorphic form right parent rock जीवो आउ तारो metamorphic form तारो कौन हबो metamorphic form दीटा example दोची metamorphic form. What is that? Metamorphic form rock parent rock and metamorphic form rock through intense pressure. Number 1 example जदी देबी number 1 कौन रहइबो sandstone. Okay, sandstone कौन रहइबो quartzite for example sandstone quartzite. Then this is your quartzite, sandstone quartzite. Second रे coal रो graphite ठीक अछि. Then पुणी जदी देखिवा your limestone जोटा कि calcium carbonate limestone माने calcium carbonate. These are 3 examples I am giving. That is your marble, right? Limestone is your marble. So एटी हमें देखले कोन मेजर जदी हमें देखिबा that the few examples of your metamorphic form केमते रहउची through intense pressure. एटी हमें देखिबा that is जदी मो segregate करची through intense pressure. Okay, एटी हम लिखिबी by through your intense heat and pressure. ठीक है temperature and pressure এটা सब convert हो. So this is the very basics fundamentals जदी हम देखो this is the very basics fundamentals how metamorphic rocks converted into both your igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks, how they converted into the metamorphic form, right? I hope it is clear now to everyone. Okay, ठीक अछि. अब वर्तमान जेमती क्वार्ज रो देखिबा क्वार्ज रो सबुट एग्जांपल कोथ्रबे क्वार्ज रो देखिबे तमरो घंटा रे watch uses कोटी watches रे यार uses ता कोटी watches रे. You have to know quartz. And who is the leading quartz रे जदी देखिबो Germany हला Switzerland माने सब बहुत सारा सब watch बनांती ठीक है. आ इथरे very essential है quartz also an apparatus रे बना जाय हला avionics sector रे apparatus जोटा हुए ठीक है. That is also the use of your quartz रे importance, right? So ए बळे मापरे मु जदी कहबी कि we are class रे एमते approach ने and for anything जदी देखिबो ओडिसा civils और वर्तमान offline batches both in the GS and offline batches start हे जी GS रा optional रे भी online batches are also दी वर्षला भी चलची ठीक अछि. And anyone who wants to join with my classes, our classes, you can go for reach out to me this 7978090972. Okay, also वर्तमान भी जदी को टेस्ट सीरीज also mains रो भी चलची GS and optional as well from last 3 years. Okay, and सब जिंस जो भी रहइबो you can access to my channel. Okay, Odisha Civil channels from our channel ku jaiki you can see the details. Okay, so I hope, thank you all of you, thank you all for your patience. Okay, we'll meet again with your new topics. Ebe bhi kahibi ki concept building hala, concept building is very important. Concept building, okay, concept building is very important, right? Concept building is very essential. Okay, very important, very important and essential also. Okay, important and essential also, बहुत जरूरी, essential also with respect to वर्तमान जो type of questions pattern change होची, prelims is very important. अजो तुम prelims से बहुत जिनसे पढ़छो, also those things carried out to your mains round and interview as well, right? So thank you so much, thank you everyone, right? Thank you everyone for being staying with me, and I wish you all the best. Have a good day. We'll meet again in your next sessions, right? Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.